Between my scribble and my son's scribble, I don't know which one is worse, man. This right side. All right.
Well, I can just open it. I guess I can just open it myself.
My wife used this shit, and I had to change my password.
Yo, CP. I need the song.
Check. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
I'm gonna open this on my phone.
In a place to be. Good. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Wednesday night. It is October 19th, 2022. And ladies and gentlemen, Knicks basketball is back. CP the franchise here. My guy Alex Rotaros, JD Sports Talk, the Holy Trinity of KnicksFanTV is in the building. And ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the 4040 Club right here in New York City. We had a watch party. We got a ton of fans upstairs and downstairs ready to watch this game tip off. And we got a ton of people at home watching our pregame coverage, halftime coverage, and postgame live stream. We're going to be with you guys all night. But one major announcement we got to make, man, is that this show is presented by BetMGM. The king of sports books meets the king of NBA content. This is history in the making, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to thank our partners at BetMGM for getting involved with us on this night. But we got to talk sports. We got to talk basketball, fellas. And we got business to take care of as the orange and blue heads down to the grindhouse to get it cracking with Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. And we got to talk injuries because right now the Knicks don't have a key young piece of their core in this lineup, Al, and that's Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes out with a sore foot. What do you see as the kind of the ripple effects of this Grimes injury on this Knicks rotation?
It stinks that we don't have Quentin Grimes tonight, man. Look, we know what he is. He's a 3-and-D specialist as of right now. Could he be something more in the future? Absolutely. But without him tonight, you know our perimeter defense is going to slightly take a hit. We're going to have to rely more so on Emmanuel quickly, R.J. Barrett, Evan Fournier, Jalen Brunson. All these guys are going to have to step up tonight without Quentin Grimes. But hopefully this foot injury, isn't too severe. Hopefully he comes back within the next couple of weeks, But take your time. We don't need you right now. This is a long season, 82 games. No need to rush back. Get right, get correct, because we're going to need you for the entire season.
JD, this is prime opportunity for your boy Cam Reddish. Cam Hive, stand up in the chat. JD, Is Cam ready for this opportunity, man? Talk about this situation for Cam, bro.
I sure hope he is ready. I can tell you that because, coming off a tough preseason, right? He's going to get it right going tonight on national television. It's going to be interesting to see if he gets the opportunity too. That's something that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
His preseason performance, how does that sway Tom Thibodeau?
Is it Miles McBride?
Does Tom Thibodeau go with a smaller lineup? There's some injuries that, we'll talk about with the Grizzlies that could dictate the way Tom Thibodeau uses the rotation tonight. So I'm interested to see if Cam gets an opportunity. But I'll tell you what, if he does, you talk about starting off on national television against a good team, this is an opportunity for Cam. Maybe, you have some players sometimes that just when they are in the flow of a real game, they just play better. Yeah. Is Cam one of those players? We'll see tonight.
It's going to be big, man. And, Daniel, let's pull up tonight's starting lineups as it looks right now. Things can change, but the Grizzlies are also going to be down some key pieces of their team. Number one, Dillon Brooks is doubtful with a thigh injury. You have Zaire Williams off of their bench, who's going to be out with a knee injury, and Jaren Jackson, who's on the mend from a lower extremity injury as well. So the Grizzlies are going to have a new look lineup, starting with John Gonchar at the forward position, and you also have Santi Aldama coming in at the 4. Al, what do you think about this new look Grizzlies lineup and how it impacts things with the Knicks, man?
Look, it's not the same as we saw last season. It's obviously not the same team that took them all the way to the second round against the Golden State Warriors, right? They're looking at a new position, new guys. Conchar playing the small forward. Yeah. You got Aldami playing the power forward is right? I'm looking at Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett tonight to see if they can exploit. They got to be able to exploit these new guys, all right? Yeah. Obviously, they got John Morant. Obviously, they got Bane out there as well. Yeah. Those guys are electric. You got Steven Adams, who's going to be a paint protector as well. But I still think this is a good chance for the Knicks to take one on the Grizzlies, open up the season strong. I'm looking at those two guys, though, for RJ and Julius. Yeah. That's where I'm looking at tonight.
RJ and Julius got to eat food, man. What do you think, JD, on this Grizzlies outlook? Because, look, without Dillon Brooks, their best perimeter defender, Zaire Williams, another defensive winger off of their bench, and Jaren Jackson, who's their anchor in the front court, Knicks should be able to eat tonight, man, if they take advantage of this.
That's just name three guys that offer Grizzlies a lot of toughness. Talk about toughness, you talk about grit, you talk about rebounding. Talking about, defense. Those are three guys at the wing position that won't be available tonight. And the guy that's replacing him, Conchar, is 6'5". And you have Desmond Bane already, who's also 6'5". When we're talking about size and we're talking about the opportunity to out-rebound them, to, control the paint, the Knicks have a prime opportunity tonight. So, we'll see, does the coach of the Memphis Grizzlies play Ja Morant and Desmond Bane a lot of minutes? What's their rotation going to look like? Because they're down a lot of guys tonight. And it's a prime opportunity for the Knicks to take advantage.
Big time opportunity. Knicks insider and our guy, friend of the program, Ian Begley, is going to be with us in just about 5 minutes, reporting live from the FedEx Forum in Memphis. Once again, I want to salute everybody in the chat, man. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. And I want to welcome all the viewers that are watching on BetMGM's Twitter channel. This is KnicksFanTV, the #1 show for the fans by the fans. We are live in New York City from the 4040 Club. Like I said, we got a packed house. People are filing in as we speak. Avid, rabid Knicks fans, KnicksFanTV fans as well. Hey, my guy called me, said the line is out the door already, man. It's around the block.
It's looking great, man. It's hype. It's lit. Yeah. Everything that all those words, man. All those words tonight. I'm happy that we could be here with all of the listeners tonight and really, really start off the season right.
This is a culmination, man, because what we've been building over the last couple of years is a community. And, yes, locally we're here in New York, but there's people coming here from New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, the tri-state area. This is something I want this to be an annual affair, man, just coming together, hold a vibe, and have a great time around the team that we love, man, and that is the New York Knicks. But back to the game, fellas, because we got to start with some of our keys to the game. And for me, with Jaren Jackson being out, with Dillon Brooks being out, this is all eyes on Ja Morant. You know he's going to get a healthy dose on this Grizzlies offense. For me, I'm going to let him shoot that ball, man. If I'm Jalen Brunson, if I'm Fournier, RJ on the perimeter attack, I'm ducking those screens. I'm letting Ja take all those shots because we want to stop the dribble penetration. And if he gets in, it's up to Mitchell Robinson our paint protector to provide that protection. And look, I'll settle for a Conchar. Yes, he's a 40% three-point shooter, but this is the first time for him in the starting lineup. I'll let those guys have their way, but we can't let Ja get activated. And one of the ways that he can get activated is the Grizzlies getting out there in transition. That was their bread and butter last year. They were the number one team in transition points, although they were not so good half-court team. Getting them out in transition is their A game. The Knicks, number one, guys, have to take good shots, quality shots, which I think the acquisition of Brunson will help us with. And at the same time, they got to control the glass. I think whoever controls the glass tonight has a good chance of winning.
Yeah, I mean, look, I want to see what Jalen Brunson's going to do against Ja Morant tonight. And I think the pressure that Brunson has to give on Ja is to be able to score in the paint, have him work twice as hard on defense to make him tired on offense. Because look, we already know what it is, man. This is an offensive league. If you're a scorer, the last thing you want to do is play defense.
Yeah.
All right. So if Jalen Brunson can get there, and we know his footwork, we know how he can operate in the paint, all of that still stands true to this day. We saw it during the preseason. He also has got a solid jumper. He's a three-level. He can attack all three phases of the game, man. 3-point, mid-range, attack at the rim. Make Ja Morant work tonight, okay? Force him to work, because if he gets tired, then it's going to be much easier.
Brunson Hive, stand up. JD, how you feeling, man? The keys to the game.
Ja Morant, I think, is the key. You know, last season, he's a career 38% shooter against the Knicks. You know, last season he had a game, he shot 34 shots, he shot 27 shots, and in both those games, he shot 33% and 41%, which means he has been very inefficient.
Yeah, make him
the
work.
Knicks. And one of those games, you know why he shot 40%? Because Mitchell Robinson had 8 blocks.
There you go.
One of Mitchell Robinson's best games of the season, 14 points, and it was a double-double with 8 blocks. So we talk about Mitch and his contract and his value. Tonight, Ja Morant's going to look to attack the basket. You need Mitchell Robinson to provide that rim protection to challenge Ja. And if you can keep him at 40% with the guys that have out, you're going to give yourself a prime opportunity to win the game. And, you know, and then for me, after him, it's the young guys.
Yeah.
Young guys have to bring it tonight. They have to perform. And, I think Ja, controlling Ja is going to be the biggest key to me.
Definitely, and we'll break down some of those more key matchups later on in the show. And for you guys at home, call us up. 657-383-1509 is the number to call, or you can hit us up on the Knicks Fan TV Discord, and you guys can call in. Daniel, do we have Ian as yet? No Ian as yet. Okay, so we'll keep it rolling with the show. But fellas, you know, this game could come down to who shoots the ball better, who shoots the three ball better, because the Grizzlies coming into this thing, they're shooting below 30% from three. The Knicks haven't shot the ball well from three, except for R.J. Barrett, who's closer to about 50% in the preseason. It could come down to who's shooting the long ball better tonight as well, man.
Yeah, and this is where you miss someone like Quentin Grimes tonight, right? But I look at Evan Fournier then. Because Evan Fournier, the sharpshooter, the guy who broke the Knicks three-point shooting record. This is your time to shine tonight, Evan Fournier, all right? Yeah, man. I'm going to motivate this guy tonight. Come on. We know Grimes. Let's get it going. Let's get it going, man. I want to see a win tonight. Get Evan Fournier going. Look, not tonight. We won't trade him for 2 second-round picks tonight, JD. It's okay. But Evan Fournier, he's not on the bench yet, but get out there and start shooting your threes.
All right, you know what, Daniel? While we wait on Ian, let's get to the phones. And just give me some of that volume. Give me some of that volume. Let's go to area code 813, man. What's your name? Where you tapping in from?
Yo, I'm hot. I'm fired up. This is Rambo.
Rambo from Tampa in the building, man. Rambo, what's going on?
Man, I'm fired up, man. I'm mad. I missed y'all last night, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm so upset by that, man. I'm mad I missed Jay Boogie. I was listening to him twice today. He gave me so much good energy.
All right.
Well,
to the game, man. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to make this real quick, man, because preseason, I said it, man, they're playing like they got a chip on their shoulder, and I am motivated, and they should be too, man. Every game, every team, including tonight, Ja Morant win number 2. RJ Barrett, you need to take that personal. Every game, we got something to take personal right now, man. RJ didn't make the 25 and under list at one point in time. Every team, we got somebody to really take personal and really put it on their throats right now. I'm trying to Keep it a
Let's
family
go.
show right now.
Oh yeah, it is a family show, Rambo, man, and appreciate the call, man. But Rambo touched on something that is important. With no Dylan Brooks, once again, ladies and gentlemen, their best perimeter defender out. R.J. Barrett has to eat food, man. John Conchar is going to be up for a heavy dose of Broadway Barrett. Number 9, coming in through the preseason, shooting the ball very well. The shot's looking good, fellas. He's finishing strong. He's just coming in confident, man. I love how R.J.'s approached his preseason. What do you think about R.J.'s matchup tonight?
Man, he's going to eat tonight. I feel like RJ's going to put up 25 points tonight.
Yeah.
I think he's going to come out strong. We're going to see the rebounding. He's a strong rebounder tonight as well. I'm expecting 6 rebounds out of him from him tonight.
Let's go.
Get him the 3 assists. We're going to match the same stat line we got last year that he averaged. But RJ, man, we saw throughout all preseason. He shot 50% from 3 during the preseason, all right? 80% from the free throw line during preseason. All the stuff that we asked him to work on, being able to attack the rim, finish through contact. He's shown that so far. I expect that to translate it. We know RJ's hungry. You interviewed him. You spoke to him. All I got from that interview is that RJ is hungry. He's ready to show that he could put this franchise on his back. He's got the mentality. I think RJ is going to have a big night tonight.
Don't think, these guys, they never say this, right? But whenever they have an opportunity to play, a guy on the other side that's part of their draft class or is nonstop you're compared to, whether it's fair or unfair, these guys are motivated for that. And RJ, to me, is the type of guy that would get up for a game like tonight on national television. So I expect him, to show up. Like you mentioned, the 80% from the free throw line in preseason was one of the most encouraging signs because tonight's a good opportunity for him to get to the free throw line.
Yeah.
Right? With no Jaren Jackson, without some of their wings, it's an opportunity for you to get, aggressive. I believe they're probably going to go with Desmond Bane on him and put Conchar on Fournier.
Yeah.
To me, that would seem to be the better opportunity, but let's see. You don't want to get Bane in foul trouble either.
Yeah. So
you might just want to see how the game goes. So whichever matchup they go, I think advantage RJ tonight.
Yeah, no question. And Bane does, present some matchup problems. And in the preseason, he's been playing well, not only shooting the ball, but also playmaking and attacking the basket as well. So whether it's RJ or Fournier, they're going to have to guard up, and not just on the three-point line, run him off that three-point line. But, once he breaks things down, he can be a threat as well. Desmond Bane had a great second year, so they're going to have to look out for that as well, man.
For sure. Desmond Bane is a legitimate 3-and-D threat. We had Knight on the show two days ago. And
Brevin Knight,
yep.
Grizzlies color analyst. Yep.
And he talked about how they allowed Desmond Bane to work as a point guard during the summer league, right? So he's going to offer a little bit of playmaking during this game as well. So you got to be on the lookout for what Desmond Bane can offer this upcoming season. I'm looking for him to also take another step forward in his improvement. And so the Knicks also have to be prepared that it's not going to be Ja tonight, right? It's not just going to be Ja that you got to lock in tonight. You can't Desmond Bane get activated.
Yeah.
This is where perimeter defense tonight. You need everyone locked in tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Bane is a guy that Knicks fans are watching, and they probably hope Quentin Grimes could become that type of player.
Yeah.
There's a lot of similarities in their game. That's why I'm a little disappointed Quentin Grimes is not able to play tonight. But Desmond Bane's another player that's looking to take another step. He was averaging 18 points per game last season. He's looking at going over 20. So that's a matchup the Knicks definitely have to worry about tonight.
No question about it, man. What we're going to do, Daniel, right now, we're going to go back to the phones. Daniel, do me a favor. Ian's having some trouble with the Zoom. Shut down that Zoom, make a new link, and just text it to me, and I'll text it to Ian right now. All right, so back to the phones we go. Let's go to area code 646. What's your name? Where you tapping in from?
Yo, what up? This is Abdul from San Diego. What up, fellas?
And my guy, Abdul from San Diego, checking in.
Out.
Yes, sir. Abdul, how's the set looking, man? Let us know how the set is looking out there on YouTube right now. Are we crispy or not, man? What's good?
Yeah. We could do a lot better. We could do a lot better because people aren't logging in, hitting the like button.
Yeah.
Go ahead and subscribe. It's the season opener. Go ahead and share because it does tremendous for the algorithm. But look, I'm going to be really quick because I'm going to call back in later on tonight.
Yeah.
Man, I'm fired up, right? So shout out to the replay game like I always say. But tonight's going to be a perfect game, man, for us. National television. We got our goons ready to rock and roll. We got the point guard ready to roll. I'm really expecting a big game out of Randall. I know we're going different angles, but this can be a great game for Randall to step up and show what type of leader he's going to be for this season. Right, RJ is going to get off quickly. I'm expecting a big game for him too. Right, coming off the bench, this is the time that we get to show the nation what New York is about. So look, fellas, man, hey, major shout out, man. 40-40 Club, you guys are doing your thing. KnicksFanTV, we love you guys. Keep pushing, keep forward, and giving us all the great content. And I'll see you guys later tonight.
Abdul, appreciate it, man. That's my guy, Abdul, checking in from San Diego. And, hey, man, he talked about Julius Randle. He's going to match up against Salty Aldama, 6'11", versus Julius. What do you think? I mean, because I think Julius has had a pretty good preseason.
Yeah.
You know, I think he's playing with confidence. He's wanting to push the pace more. He's trying to play faster. He's getting the ball out of his hands, which I think good things tend to happen when he does that. What do you think about Julius tonight?
I think he had a pretty fine preseason. You know, it was parts of it were a little shaky, but you see that he's just trying to adapt to a new role, not having to be the playmaker that he was last season and even 2 seasons ago, because that's when all of the pressure was put onto him, right? To be the catalyst of that Knicks season that got them to the 4th seed. With Jalen Brunson on this team, I could see Julius Randle having a nice, solid bounce-back season. Look, we saw during the preseason he didn't have to do all the playmaking. He got into position. You know, we sometimes saw that he was trying to back down from the three-point line. Stop doing that. Just stop doing that. Get in position. Get on the block. All right. But from that, I think Brunson's going to control the tempo. I think Brunson's going to get Randle in his position. And you saw Julius was looking not only to push the pace, but he was attacking as well, right?
Yeah.
Look, he was driving to the basket, having some nice – actually, he had a good spin move during the preseason. I was actually shocked about it. He drove, had a good spin move on I think it was Jalen Smith on the Pacers, and finished. Those are the type of things that I want to see from Julius Randle because he's lost weight. He looks in even better shape than he has been in the past. I'd like to see that translate into this upcoming season.
You know, it's funny because he's played a certain way throughout preseason.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he probably looks at tonight and he looks at a guy named
He's looking at
Auntie
He's looking at food.
Aldama.
Yeah.
And he's probably thinking, you know what? Forget all that team stuff. I'm going in tonight. I'm trying to score.
Let's go in.
So what's going to be interesting for me is, you know, this is a game of matchups. There's some nights where you have to adjust your game. Does he tonight turn into Julius the scorer, or does he stay the course with how he's been playing in preseason, and does he translate that into game one? Because let's be honest, it is a favorable matchup on paper. So I'm excited to see, you know, how he's going to adjust his game to his matchup tonight.
Yeah.
And other than that too, man, listen, you know how it is. Tonight, he doesn't play well. Post game might be interesting.
It's gonna be
This
very.
is what he has to deal with this season is now that the real thing begins tonight. You know, every game he's going to be evaluated on how he meshes with the team. I think he wants to do well, and I'm hoping that he has a very good season.
You know, that's an interesting point you brought up, JD, because, you know, the fact that he may want to be that scorer tonight, right? If that's the case, I wonder how Brunson handles that, right? Being the quarterback of the situation. Does he rein him back in? Does he say, well, okay, let's get other guys activated. I know you got a favorable matchup tonight, but we need everybody involved because if other guys aren't getting into rhythm, you can't have everyone's cold and just one guy scoring. It doesn't work like that. Yeah. All right? So I'm wondering how Jalen Brunson, if that does happen, is he going to be able to rein him back in? That's the question.
That's a good question. That's a good question, especially when they hit adversity and they want to play hero ball, especially Julius. You know, he wants to win the game in one possession. Is Brunson the type that's going to say, hey, you know, let's dial it back. Let's get back to what we were running before. Give me the ball, get out the way. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens there. But nevertheless, I think Julius is going to have a bounce-back year, man. I just think the Brunson acquisition is really going to take a lot of pressure off of Julius Randle. He doesn't have to play make as much. He doesn't have to force the issue as much. He's going to limit his turnovers because Brunson is a guy that can take care of the ball. You can trust him with the rock in his hands, and he's going to make plays, and he's going to score. That's the one thing I like about Jalen Brunson, man, that we've seen in the preseason. 17 points per game, shot the ball well from three, shooting it from all three levels. I mean, what's been your impressions of Brunson since he's got here, man?
Ooh, we got a point guard, baby. We got a point guard.
Yeah.
I'm just excited that with the fact that we have someone that can just bring up the rock, you know. And it's not just we got a point guard, right? Because we've had point guards, but we got a high-quality point guard. I can't stress enough that this guy, Jalen Brunson, helped the Dallas Mavericks without Luka Doncic against the Utah Jazz, right? Yep. I can't stress that we saw him go against the Phoenix Suns. We saw that matchup.
Yeah.
We got a high-quality point guard, all right? He's not the flashiest. He's not the flashiest name out there, right? But he's someone that can steer this ship. And I think with Brunson, we're going to see this team be competitive, more organized, and I think there's going to be a different level of confidence when you know that you're not putting guys in a position where they can't succeed. Can you imagine if you have, you saw with Randall, he's not a natural playmaker that can do it an entire game. Same thing with RJ Barrett. You're putting these guys in position to not succeed. Jalen Brunson, on the other hand, can come in here and do all of that.
Yeah.
So now with that, guys can just be more relaxed, play their game. Brunson's a great acquisition, man. We've been talking about it all last season.
So it's been good so far, man. JD, before you go, we got Ian Begley calling in via phone. So, Daniel, let's go to Ian and just let us know when he's ready to go. Make sure you check the volume levels as well, Daniel. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. KnicksFanTV reporting live from the 4040 Club right here in New York City. The crowd is starting to fill in. This place is starting to get packed. The music is rocking. It's a vibe tonight on this Wednesday night in New York City, man. If you guys missed out, I'm sorry to tell you, man. The RSVPs were flying off the shelf. You got to be here. You got to be here, man. Do we have Ian? Hey, that's okay. Yeah, just bring him in. Yeah, bring him in. Hang tight. We're just waiting to get Ian Begley in here. To everybody in the chat. He's on. Ian, are you with us? Ian Begley, SNY's Knicks insider. Ian Begley on the line. Ian, how you feeling, man?
CP, you happy?
Yep, loud and clear. Daniel, just give me some audio a little bit more.
Beautiful.
All right, Ian. What's the vibes like out there in Memphis, man? First of all, let's start with the injury report. Any updates from the Knicks or the Grizzlies standpoint in this game?
Didn't hear on Dylan Brooks' game-time decision, pulling Memphis head coach Jenkins, and also Quentin Grimes. You guys think we spoke to Tom Thibodeau, we spoke to Quentin Grimes. Injury seems like they're hoping to get him to a point where he's pain-free, whether it's the soreness in the left foot does not reoccur, which it had after he played in Friday's preseason finale. So touch and go with that. And Tom Thibodeau said Cam Reddish will get the first crack at the rotation spot with Quentin Grimes out. So a couple of things to keep an eye on tonight as they get closer to tip-off.
And Ian, this is we talked about this on the pregame show, man. This is a big opportunity for Cam Reddish to step up. We don't know how long Quentin Grimes is going to be out. Cam in the rotation, already being declared in the rotation by Tom Thibodeau. Hopefully that's a confidence booster for him. What have you seen so far? How's he looking in pregame shoot-arounds? Do we think Cam is ready for the matchups tonight?
I saw him shooting around before the game. It's hard for me to glean too much from that. Cam seemed like Cam. He is deliberate. He didn't look like a different person. He was moving at the same speed he usually does now. Tom Thibodeau said that actually liked a lot of what they saw from Cam Reddish in the preseason. He wasn't getting shots. He said that they want to see him continue to try to make plays off the ball, cut hard, play with energy, help on defense. And so, CP, as you said, he'll get his hands here tonight in Memphis. And you said it earlier, I don't know, to me, he didn't do anything in the preseason that made you say, oh, wow, Tom Thibodeau has to get Cam Reddish in the rotation. So, you got to see that from him. We get to see that from him, I should say. So maybe we see it tonight. Maybe we see it Friday against Detroit. It sounds like Grimes is going to be out for a little bit here as he works through the left foot soreness issue. So Cam might have an extended opportunity.
The elevator can't go through this way.
You want to do it?
Well,
how you doing? The GOAT reporter of SNY covering the Knicks. Hope you're doing well out there in Memphis. But I got a question for you, Ian.
Appreciate you, my friend. Yeah.
How do you feel about Mitchell Robinson in this matchup tonight? All right, because him against Steven Adams, it's the paint is going to be obviously the most important part of this game with John Moran on the other side, and then for the Knicks, that's where they're going to try to attack the Memphis Grizzlies. So what do you think about this matchup tonight?
Yeah, tough for Mitchell Robinson. I mean, Tom Thibodeau said throughout the preseason that he felt that Mitchell Robinson was the NBA's best offensive rebounder, and you're going up against one of the best in Steve Adams. So, yeah, it's not easy for Mitchell Robinson off the ball. He's going to Steve Adams is going to present a significant challenge for him. But You guys saw Mitch Robinson in preseason. I mean, the weight that he put on, the idea that he had a full off season to just play basketball and get comfortable with that added weight. He looks phenomenal.
Yeah,
He was impacting the game both ends of the floor. And but yeah, Steve Adams certainly a big challenge for him tonight.
yeah, and you also wrote. I think you also you either was in your article recently or you spoke about it on SNY. But you believe that Mitch will take a leap this season. Why do you think he'll take the leap this season?
Yeah, I just think that you go back to 2 years ago, that offseason, when Mitchell Robinson was hurt. He didn't do much on the court. He added weight, added strength. And he said he just watched a ton of film, including film on Steven Adams. He said, helped him approach offensive rebounding and improve his approach there. So you look at that offseason 2 years ago, he didn't do much but add weight and watch film. And then this past offseason, he was fully healthy. So he was on the court, was working on his game, and I think he was able to, get more acclimated to playing at a higher weight. And he's just been a force in this preseason. So I look at those two factors, right, the last 2 summers for him. I just see it coming together in a way that you haven't seen from Mitchell Robinson yet this year in New York, because he's healthy, he's matured, contract is not an issue, and he's bigger. And I think those are the reasons why I think he's going to take a big leap this coming season in New York. Obviously, health is always the big question. So Mitchell Robinson, he's healthy right now. He feels good coming into the season. And I do think he's going to make a big impact.
Ian, you said something interesting earlier on your show on the putback with CP, and you talked about the Knicks potentially still being aggressive in terms of making moves. When you look at Cam getting a rotation spot tonight, I thought maybe Tom Thibodeau tonight could go with a shorter rotation. Is that a reason why Cam is getting minutes? Is there going to be a bigger emphasis on the younger players when you look ahead at opportunities to make moves either by the deadline or before the deadline?
Yeah, I don't know if that factored into tonight's decision. I'd be a little bit surprised if it did, given everything we know about Tom Thibodeau and the organization. He's going to try to win. I think he's gonna say, all right, we'll get this player out there to showcase him. But in a big picture sense, I mean, look, they went after Donovan Mitchell. They ultimately decided not to do the deal. But I don't think they decided, okay, we're not going to pursue any big trades now that we're out of the Donovan Mitchell sweepstakes. So I think they're going to be aggressive in pursuing anything that opens up. But I also think, it could be just incremental improvement of the roster. You look at, there's going to be some veterans out there that are going to be available, especially once you get to that mid-December point. There's going to be teams that see that, hey, it's not what we thought it was going to be in the preseason, and maybe we want to go try to join the 10-game sweepstakes for Scoot and Victor. And I think this draft coming up is deeper than just those two. So maybe at that point, there are opportunities to improve the roster incrementally, not just take a huge swing. I think the Knicks will at least keep an ear out for those opportunities, and again have that draft capital and some excess young players who to be aggressive and to pursue that.
Watching the Lakers last night, I thought maybe they would call the Knicks today and ask for Evan Fournier.
Hey, you know, man. Hey, LeBron said we are the LA Bricks right now. Don't look for us to shoot 40% from 3. Hey, we got a nice guy who shoots 40% on 7 attempts, Bron. Call us up. Call up Worldwide West. Don't call me. Call West. We'll figure something out, man, and maybe you can get Fournier and Cam in a package. But, Ian, last question for you, man. The point guard matchup is the one for me tonight. It is Jalen Brunson. It is Ja Morant. Doesn't get any more box office than that. You've been pretty high on Jalen Brunson this preseason. Let's just reiterate, some of your thoughts on Jalen Brunson that we spoke about earlier on the putback on SNY.
Yeah, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm all in on Brunson. I think maybe I'm a little biased just from being around the last couple of weeks, but just Brunson, the way he impacts things, he will impact things both on and off the court. Obviously, on the court, you look at the way the starters looked on offense in this preseason. The ball was moving, getting quality shots for the most part, and I think you saw that offense looked a lot different than it had over the past couple of seasons under Tom Thibodeau. So you've already seen him off the court, guys. But the idea that he's coming in every day with leadership mindset, and not with an English-based leadership mindset. CP, you said it earlier, not a rah-rah guy, but leading by example and also connecting with his teammates. He said that that's important to him, and it's something that it's been a point of emphasis for him coming into this new market, to the new team organization, is to be able to connect with these guys, to be able to lead on that level. And it just seems like he's a steadying presence, point guard at the point guard spot, but also off the floor that the Knicks team hasn't had enough of over the past few years.
No question about it, man. You hit it on the head. This is something we've been lacking for the last 10 years. And, I think Brunson is really going to come in here and be a stabilizing force for this team. And it starts tonight in Memphis. Knicks in the grindhouse taking on the Memphis Grizzlies, man. I know, Ian, you're not in the prediction business. I'm going with the win going away, man. It's Brunson time. It's RJ time. It's Julie's bounce back time. And Obi going box office off the bench. Yeah, I said it. Obi Toppin, ladies and gentlemen, going box office, man. Ian, we definitely appreciate you joining us and spending some time. It's been a great day, and good luck out there tonight.
Hey, I just wish that I could walk out of the arena and go to the 40-40 club.
Hey.
I'll be walking out of the arena and try to find something in Memphis. You guys have fun up there.
Absolutely, Ian. Thanks again, and be safe.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
All right, that was Ian Begley, SNY Knicks Insider. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP the Franchise checking in. This is KnicksFanTV live. Knicks versus Memphis Grizzlies pregame show powered by BetMGM. And salute to our new viewers on the BetMGM Twitter channel, as well as our day ones on the KnicksFanTV live YouTube channel, man. Salute to everybody. We'll be going live right now pregame. We'll be going live on halftime and post-game fan reactions. You don't want to miss it. Phone calls, KnicksFanTV Discord. This is why we're here, man. Number one show for the fans, by the fans. And, fellas, I mentioned BetMGM. Let's pull up the odds for tonight's matchup, man. About as of 5:30, Al. Let's run through the lines and see what these things are looking, man.
As of right now for BetMGM, if you're going through their platform, you got the line at 4.5 right now in favor of Memphis. They believe Memphis is going to come out here with the win. All right, they got the over/under set at 226.5. With the Knicks being over, they have the Knicks. It's not a solid bet, but if you want to take the over, I guess go for it. But I wouldn't go for that as well. You got the money line at 185 for Memphis and 150 for the New York Knicks. But look, man, I think if it's me, if I'm placing bets, hammering the money line with the 150, I got that. I got the Knicks winning and the Knicks covering because they're going to win. So obviously plus 45. That's how I'm feeling tonight.
I'm in there, man. I'm with you, man. Look, I just think with Memphis losing so many of their defensive pieces, when you talk about Dylan Brooks on the perimeter, Jaren Jackson Jr., manning the paint, one of the guys who was big in terms of blocks and steals and giving them an extra boost on offense, it won't be a cakewalk by any stretch, but I think the Knicks are going to win, man. I think the Knicks are going to win outright on this thing. JD, how are you feeling about it?
It's gonna be interesting. Last season opener, Ja Morant scored 44 points, and you're on the road and it's on national television, and it's gonna be a tough matchup.
Yeah.
I also do think the Knicks are going to, get the W. I would also bet on the money line, but it's not gonna be easy.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be an easy game. Memphis is known as a hostile environment. And the season openers could get a little tricky sometimes. It could get high scoring. If you looked at, the two games last night that happened, some high scoring games. So, let's see how the game goes. But I think the Knicks, I think they're going to come out and play. I think Jalen Brunson's going to be the difference maker tonight.
Yeah. And as Alex said, make Ja work, and that is what Brunson is going to do. He's going to get physical with him. He's going to test him. He's going to test Ja's defense. And look, Ja's defense has been commendable. Watch him in the preseason. He gets out. He does hustle. He does compete. We all see his high-flying blocks. We saw that a lot last year. So, no, it won't be a cakewalk for Jalen Brunson either. But I think that size matchup, if you can wear down Ja Morant on the defensive end, then maybe that's some defense for you to limit it on the offensive end, because like I said, without Brooks, without Zaire Williams, Jaren Jackson, Ja's going to be He's looking for triple-double tonight.
And if I'm Memphis, I'm looking to attack Jalen Brunson because, we talk about the players that they're missing. They're probably going to look at Quentin Grimes being a very key, opportunity that the Knicks could have had to put on Ja and save some minutes for Jalen Brunson, avoid foul trouble.
Yeah.
So if I'm Memphis, I'm looking to attack Jalen Brunson, try to get him in foul trouble, try to, test the Knicks' depth at that position, and see how that goes because, if you don't do that, then Ja's going to be up for a tough task. You have Mitchell Robinson in the paint, as I mentioned, 8 blocks last season, a lot of them against Ja Morant, and I think the Knicks are going to be up for the task.
Yeah, I agree, and that's why for me, man, I'm playing the drives. I'm playing him for the drives. I'm giving him a sea of active hands for him to try to make a play over or try to shoot over. But, I'm stuck in those screens. If he wants to shoot the three, go right ahead. But I'm trying to crowd that paint with 5 guys and the Block Nest Monster being the anchor in the middle, man.
Absolutely. And if you want to ask me who I'm focusing in on for a key matchup tonight, it's Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson and Steven Adams, key matchup tonight, man. Talk about it, man.
Key matchup, man. Look, they're going to be battling it out. We know Mitchell Robinson, solid on the glass, especially the offensive glass. Steven Adams, we know he's good when it comes to tip-off. He secures the ball for his team. You know he's a strong rebounder as well. He can set hard screens. Ja Morant's going to use that pick and roll tonight with Steven Adams while he's in there.
Yeah.
The question is for Mitchell Robinson, who's also a good pick and roll defender. That's the key matchup. He's going to not only defend against Ja Morant trying to attack the paint, but you got to box out Steven Adams too, so that way you don't get the second chance points, all right?
Yeah.
This team is missing Dillon Brooks. They're missing Triple J. All right. They may have Desmond Bane tonight, but they don't have the shooter. So they're looking for second chance opportunities. Mitchell Robinson's going to have to box out Steven Adams tonight. He's solid when it comes to boxing out. He's improved. You see that he's got the strength now. And with him being, just strong on the glass. Just strong on the glass tonight. I think it's going to be key
Big time
for the Knicks to get this victory.
The Knicks bench is very important tonight.
Let's talk about it.
They did not have a very good preseason as a unit.
Yeah.
You had some individuals that had some good games, not so, Cam being one of the main guys, he's going to get a rotation spot. When we talk about the opportunity of, testing the Memphis depth, last season, you saw what happened when the Knicks bench came in and they were, had the chemistry and they were playing well. They would come in the second quarter and, blow the game out the water.
Yeah.
So tonight's an opportunity to do that. I'm putting a lot on this Knicks bench. You have to show up tonight quickly. Obi, this is your time now, right? The Knicks young core, they have to play well tonight. Derrick Rose, how many Rose get tonight? He didn't see him at all this preseason.
Yeah.
I think Tom Thibodeau may rely on his veteran presence on the road tonight in a good matchup.
Yeah. I'm looking at the backup in the front court. Looking at a guy like a Brandon Clark who just re-signed 4 years, about 50-something million with them. He just got the bag. You have Xavier Tillman as well going up against Obi and going up against Isaiah Hartenstein. Obi and Hartenstein are going to have to rebound the ball very well. And, with Clark, he's their energy guy. He's their Obi, so to speak. And so the way that they're able to play small with him, they have offered that versatility that, it's going to be an even matchup in that front court. So to me, Obi, Hartenstein, they're going to have to get on the boards, control the glass, get it out to IQ, Emmanuel Quickly, and Derrick Rose, and let those guys get out and run. And hopefully Cam is that guy that can finish for us. But the bench matchups is definitely going to be one to watch tonight, no question.
100%. And JD brought it up. Derrick Rose. How much is Derrick Rose going to play tonight?
Yeah.
Last season, the New York Knicks lost to Memphis twice. All right.
Yeah.
2 years before that, Swept them. And who was the key factor, gentlemen? Who was the key
Steve
factor?
Rose.
Derrick
Rose Hive, stand up.
Rose Hive, stand up.
Rose Hive,
I got my Rose jersey. I'm going to be having it later. Don't worry. Derrick Rose, we need you tonight. That's my ask for tonight because with Derrick Rose, look, we saw what happened when he got injured last season, right? After that Houston game, the second unit just started to unravel, man. It was like a ball of yarn. Everything was just laid out all over the floor. Mm-hmm. We need Derrick Rose to just take command back tonight. I think Tom Thibodeau was just resting him, just making sure that he's ready to go into the season. Tonight is a tough matchup. You got to start the season right with the W. I'm expecting Derrick Rose, all right, We're going to see maybe a little bit of Emmanuel quickly. All right, to ease Derrick Rose back in.
See
All right.
minutes.
Curious about the minutes.
Tibbs doesn't. He's not the type of coach that's going to say, "I'm going to wait till 20 minutes before I, implement my plan." You're going to see it tonight.
Yeah.
If whatever Rose plays, I think it's going to be part of the plan. Tibbs doesn't hold secrets. You're going to see his game plan tonight and what he probably foresees how he's going to use his rotation throughout the season. And I'm excited to see it tonight.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Hey, when we talk about minutes, it's going to be Obi's minutes. We talked about it on the show. How many minutes is too little for Obi? And for me, it's anything less than 20. Anything less than 20, Tom Thibodeau, I'm not satisfied. But he's got a tall order because Julius hasn't had a bad preseason.
Yes.
He hasn't had a bad preseason. Tibbs is going to get tested tonight, man.
And Obi had one great game, but he showed strength. All right, he showed a little consistency because you need everyone else to get activated for Obi to truly get activated. He plays a lot off ball. He likes to cut. He likes to work out in transition. Wrote an article. Make sure to go check out KnicksFanTV.com. I told you about what Obi's strengths and weaknesses are. I'd like to see Obi be a little bit more judicious on when he wants to leak out and when he should go in and secure a rebound. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we know Obi can get out there and create easy buckets, but if it's a tight game, do you really want him leaking out? And not saying that he's cherry picking, basket hanging, just waiting down there.
Yeah.
You can watch some of the other highlights where Obi is just ready to take off before the Knicks even secure the rebound.
Yeah.
I need Obi tonight to be a little bit more focused on the glass and just secure, because with him, you talk about the Memphis Grizzlies second unit and how they're going to be activated. That's where it's going to be key matchup for him, man.
And especially against a team that rebounds the ball well in the offensive glass, it's going to be all hands on deck. And so, like I said, he and Hartenstein are going to need to get on the boards with Brandon Clark getting active out there, Tillman getting active out there. You have Steven Adams out there. So those guys are going to have to get on the boards.
Tillman is a Michigan State product. So he comes from, Draymond Green school.
Yeah.
And, he's 6'8", 245. So when you have to deal with him and then Steven Adams, who's also, a very strong player. These Knicks centers have a tough task tonight. Yeah. Brandon Clark is more betweener, but he's also a tough player. He hustles, he plays hard. So it's going to be, this game is going to be controlled on the paint. And I just can't, there's so many storylines with this team.
Big time. Oh, for sure.
Like, close game tonight. What's going to be the closing line?
I was just going to say that.
Now
I was just going to say
some intrigue is out the window because Grimes is not there tonight. But still, what's going to be the closing lineup if you have a close game tonight? Tom Thibodeau has a lot to figure out. And I don't know if he's going to figure it out only tonight.
Nah, it's going to take time, man. We got to see what happens when Grimes comes back. Is it Cam in the closing lineup? Is it IQ? Is it the same as the starters? There are a lot of options there, man. Let's get to the phone calls. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Knicks Fan TV live reporting from the 4040 Club here in New York City. It is getting thick in here. The crowd is getting involved. Food is getting ate. Bottles are getting popped tonight. You best believe right after this, I got a bottle. I'm not even going to say because they didn't sponsor the show. This is BetMGM's night. But I'm about to pop a bottle of something nice, especially if the Knicks win tonight, all right? So let's get to the phones, Daniel. Turn me all the way up on the volume. Let's go to area code 402. What's your name? Where you tapping in from?
Hey, CP, this is Joe from Nebraska, bro. What's up?
Joe from Nebraska. Ladies and gentlemen, we have people calling in from Tampa. We got people calling in from San Diego. We got people calling in from Nebraska. We are all over the map tonight. This is the Knicks Fan TV experience. So to everybody in the chat, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Let's go, Joe.
First things first, bro. It needs to be said. KFTV is taking over the planet, bro. Yeah. This set looks unreal.
Appreciate
you guys are killing it.
Appreciate it.
This is puts everything else on a different pedestal. I was watching Countdown. It's like I had to turn that off. I got to get you guys on for real.
Hey, you came to the right place, man. What's your thoughts on the game?
Not too. I mean, I'm expecting a blowout Knicks dub, obviously, but I was just mostly calling in to say, give you guys your flowers. Say,
hey,
job well done, and keep killing the game, man. Keep killing the game.
No doubt, man. Listen, we appreciate you, Joe. Definitely appreciate it. Joe didn't even want to talk about the game. He just wanted to hail up Knicks Fan TV, man.
He's not worried about it.
He's not worried. He's not worried.
He said a blowout.
Hey, he said a blowout.
No. This This is a walkover, baby. Walkover.
Wait. How many wins this season?
Yeah, how many
Every
wins this
time
season?
somebody comes here talking crazy, I gotta ask.
Of course.
How many wins this season?
They put their feet to the fire.
I would say a minimum 55 wins. We get the double nickel. And then I'm calling Eastern Conference Finals, baby. Eastern Conference Finals. Heard it here first. KnicksFanTV.
Whoa, it is early. Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? It might be 5 o'clock in Nebraska right now, Joe. Hey, listen, take it easy. Enjoy the game. Hit us up for post game, man.
Joe may need to get
All right, bro. You guys take care. Keep killing it.
Toasted Burgers in the chat, man. I told you guys, when the game didn't even start, I told you guys last night, I said, somebody's calling and dropping a 50 burger tonight, and the game didn't even start.
You know what he heard? He heard Ice Water last night. Double down on another 50, 50 burger.
Double down.
Right?
Yeah.
Ice Water, shout out to you for another 50 burger.
Yeah.
And now we got Joe from Nebraska.
Joe from Nebraska coming with it.
55 and the
Let's
Eastern
go.
Conference Finals. Holy
Let's go. Let's go, man.
JD's over here shaking his head.
Let's go. Let's get back to the phones, man. 865. What's your name? Where you tapping in from? Hello.
Hello.
You.
I'm from Tennessee.
Okay, Daniel. Just give me some audio on that call. You from? What's your name? Where you calling in from?
I'm Jonathan from Tennessee.
Okay. What's going on, man? What do you want to talk about?
I just think the Knicks, they're gonna go all the way to the finals.
All right. Appreciate the call, man. I think he was capping. I had to get him up out of there before he went absolutely ballistic. Area code 818. What's your name? Where you calling in from? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a family show. You know, some people might try to call and trip us up and, try to troll. But we're active out here. Our defense is 90s Knicks style, all right? You can't get too much over on us. You can't cross us up like that. He was from Tennessee. I think he was getting ready to troll.
Okay.
We have to take proper measures and get him up out of here fast, all right? All right, man. Area code 818. What's the name? Where you tapping in from?
Wisdom from LA. What's up, boss?
Wisdom from LA. Let's go. How you feeling about the game tonight, man?
I'm feeling fine, man. I got the F words for you. The F words again, remember?
Yeah.
5 more new F words.
All right, let's go.
Frenetic defense. Frenetic.
Yeah, frenetic defense, okay?
Frenetic defense. Full court press. Full
Okay.
court press. Don't stop it. A free-flowing offense. Free-flowing offense. Man.
Okay.
I want cats to have fun. And I'm dropping a 50 burger on you right now. The 50,
Let's go.
50 burger.
Let's go. My man with the flow. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. All right, man. Appreciate the call, bro. All right, let's get some more game predictions, man. So to everybody in the chat once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. I also want to welcome our viewers on the BetMGM Twitter channel. The king of sports books has crash landed with the king of NBA content, man. This is KnicksFanTV Live. We have an incredible experience right now for the fans. We are live from the 4040 Club here in New York City. Fans are piling in, getting ready for the season opener between the Knicks and the Grizzlies. And, man, fellas, I'm looking forward to this one, man. I'm definitely looking forward to this one. So let's get some more of your thoughts. Let's go to area code. I see the closer on the line, so the closer sang tight. Let's go to area code 804. What's your name? Where you tapping in from? Hello.
CP, what's up, man? Nick, man, from 804, man.
What's
Big
good,
fan.
Appreciate it,
Shout
man.
out to the
Make sure you're
Knicks.
not on speakerphone, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt. Not on speakerphone.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, man, we about to do the thing. We're going to put y'all down and sleep tonight, man.
All right. What's your score prediction, man?
I mean, it's a tip team, so it's probably going to be like 102 to 97.
102 to 97. Okay. I appreciate the call, man. I mean, any expectations for the roster? What are you looking at from a roster standpoint?
Man, I'm just looking for growth, man. We just got to grow. And Tibbs plays the young fellas, man. We got a chance, man. We got a chance. So we can't get hung up on running Fournier out there 30-plus minutes.
Yeah.
We got to get a chance to let these young fellas see what they can do.
Hey, it's Cam time. Maybe it's McBride time. No Grimes tonight. Maybe he gets that opportunity. We'll see, man. But definitely appreciate the call.
Yeah, hopefully Cam can make a shot, man. We'll see.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. All right, fellas, we got a lot more calls coming in. It's rapid fire time. Any updates on the game so far?
Got no update. No updates yet.
Okay. All right. No updates so far. All right, so let's keep it going, man. On the lines, rapid fire. Area code 732. 732. What's your name? Where you tapping in from?
What's going on, CP? It's Nick in Jersey City.
Nick, how you feeling, man?
Doing good, man. It's going to be 114-98 Knicks tonight.
Okay. All right, 114-98. Let's go. Any expectations? What
Yeah,
do you
they're
think
gonna come out
play-wise?
McBride's going to overperform tonight against Ja. He's going to make a name for himself tonight in grinding Jackson.
Let's go, man. So you're going McBride, not Brunson. No faith in your starting floor general?
No. Brunson will have a good game, but I think Tibbs is going to run with that free point guard set.
Okay.
Like he did in the preseason. I think you're going to see McBride out there with IQ and Rose and Brunson and whatnot.
I can dig it, man.
McBride's going to guard Ja. Yeah.
Okay. All right, bro. I appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call.
That'll be
Okay.
That'll be interesting to see that 3 small guard lineup that Tibbs put out there.
Yeah,
you know?
we saw it in the preseason.
We saw it in the preseason. We saw Derrick Rose, Emmanuel quickly, and Miles McBride out there. You know, Miles McBride, good on defense. The offense is what needs to step up, though.
Yeah.
Offense. But if we do see that, is it because he's giving Cam a rest, or is it because Cam's underperforming? Yeah. That's the question I want to see if McBride comes in here.
What do you think about McBride's preseason and season prospects? We talked about it last night.
Listen, McBride, I think he had a much better summer this summer than last summer. Only because now you're under the microscope. People know you a little more. You know, some of his weaknesses have been talked about. And he came into preseason, motivated, ready, ready to take a spot. We talk about, showing the hunger, showing the ability, executing so that, your head coach can give you an opportunity. He definitely did that this summer. And I think, Tom Thibodeau gained some confidence, in a lot of these press conferences after games. I saw Tom Thibodeau give a lot of praise to Deuce McBride. So I think Thibodeau is getting into a point now where he's not going to be afraid to put Deuce McBride in critical points of the game, maybe situationally here and there. But if there's an injury, instead of, collapsing the rotation, he might expand it and include Deuce McBride. And I think Deuce McBride is earning that trust.
For sure. Yeah, I think so, man. I think so because you remember the game against, I think it was the first game against the Pacers or the second, and the media was asking Tom Thibodeau, they said, is McBride automatically out of the rotation with so much depth? And he said, whoa, not so fast. And so remember when Mark Berman in the post came on, he told us about how much of a fan Tom Thibodeau was of Deuce McBride coming out of the draft. Look, defense is always going to get you in the good graces of Tom Thibodeau, right? But at the end of the day, I think that's what's going to keep Deuce in there in the rotation. Offensively, look, we've seen his pull-up jumpers have been pretty good. Can he get to the rim? We're not so sure yet. But nevertheless, I think McBride will be out there, man.
Yeah, as long as his jumper's falling, man, he's going to get that opportunity to get more minutes.
Yeah.
And just get out there. I mean, the defense is already there. 6 steals in a preseason game.
Absolutely.
My goodness. You see the tenacity is there.
Yeah.
The other thing though, besides his jumper, is he going to improve being able to drive to the basket?
Yeah.
Tom Thibodeau loves those guys that can get downhill. So as long as he can improve on that and his jumper, sky's the ceiling for him.
And real quick, we get used to watching Rose every year, but starting to see some signs of a little bit of, management. The age is creeping up on him. You want to preserve him. You saw the way that they treat him in preseason and the way that they, use that opportunity for McBride. Listen, Rose not going to play forever. So you have to start to plan for life after and seeing what other guards you can add to the rotation. And I think Deuce is going to take advantage of that opportunity because throughout the season, I think the Knicks are going to manage Rose here and there. And those minutes, they're going to give it to Deuce McBride.
For sure. And, even last season, remember that interview with Derrick Rose where he was bigging up McBride as well and was like, Tibbs needs to give him a chance, let him get out there. I think, not only does Tibbs see what McBride can offer, but everyone else sees what he can offer.
He's
make sure that he's comfortable. Maybe
give him
minutes. Maybe for McBride, it's the same thing that was for Obi, right? Just having to constantly look over his shoulder. So who knows? Just give McBride the confidence, give him some minutes. Let's see what's going to happen.
Absolutely, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Live from the 4040 Club in New York City, man. This is Knicks Fan TV Live, powered by BetMGM. Salute our sponsors for tonight, BetMGM. We got a packed house right now. The music is flowing. Everybody's ready for tip-off. Knicks in Memphis versus the Grizzlies. We getting ready to go. But ladies and gentlemen, I got to introduce you guys to somebody on our crew. He goes by the name of the closer. As we close the show, we got to hear from him. He's out of North Carolina, and he goes by the name of Jay Boogie. Jay Boogie, close us out tonight. Let's go.
Salute, salute, salute. 3 capital S's. Blessings, blessings, and blessings. Health, health, and health. Safety, safety, safety to you all. Appreciate you all coming out, rocking with us. Anybody outside the door, let them in. Let them in. Let them in.
Let's go.
We need everybody in the building. Everybody rocking this orange and blue. It's our time. All eyes on us. Y'all know what time it is. We don't care about what Memphis got going on. We don't care who in their starting lineup. We don't care about John Morant. We ain't preparing for them. They need to start preparing for us. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never prepared for us with a point guard like we got right now. You ain't prepared for us like RJ up and ready to go right now. You ain't prepared since for Julius Randle since he was the most improved player. You ain't prepared for money-making Mitch since he became like a tonic man like he is right now. We up, we ready to go, man. You know what I'm saying? Every 4 years, get ready to start knocking them down. If he don't knock them down, I'm going to swap him out, put Alex Luger in the game, you know what I'm saying? And let him knock down them trades. I'm turned up. I know y'all turned up, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Everybody stay healthy and safe and be safe. But always remember, you the best person in the world. Be the best you. Don't try to beat nobody else but yourself. I'm ready to rock. Let's get this W tonight. I know I said the other night I want 2-0 by the time Friday night comes. But let's start right now. Tonight I need that 10. I need that Walt Clyde Frazier. I need that 1-0. He called in the game. So why I can't get that 10 tonight? Knock their heads off. Let's do what we do on Tampa. Tennessee. Later, the fight is not fixed. The whole bet is on the Knicks. Salute, salute, salute. Let's
go.
And I'll talk to y'all after the game. Everybody have a great time. Enjoy yourself. You're drinking, don't drive. Get you an Uber. Get somebody to get you there from this building right here and get you back home and safe. Safety is first, you know what I'm saying? We don't care about TNT. Ain't no TNT. Ain't no Kenny Smith. Ain't no Charles Barkley. Ain't none of that. It's Knicks Fan TV. We live on channel YouTube. If you ain't watching this show, getting amped up for the game, you watching the wrong thing. Salute, salute, salute. 3 capital S. Let's go, Knickerbockers.
Jay Boogie closes us out with a pregame serving. And then let's hit the outro music. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an incredible show. Fellas, final scores, man. Final scores.
JD, let's go with you. Start off, what do you got?
Let's go with JD. You first.
Oh man, all right. I see how this goes.
I'll go first.
All right.
Here it is. 112, 104. We getting out of there with a dub, man. We getting out of there with dub. Charlie, you get in the back, man. We back us up. Let's go. What do you think?
I got
in the back, right here, bro.
Give me 114.
Yeah, right for the shot. Get in the shot.
114, 102, New York Knicks with the W.
114, 102.
114,
okay.
102. Okay.
All right.
I'm going to go 109, 104, New York Knicks.
109, 104. We got my guy Charlie right here. Charlie, give me a score prediction. He said 45. I told him give me a score prediction. He said 45 wins. So it's 5 o'clock for Charlie. What's going to be the score for tonight? Give me a score for tonight's game.
I'm going 118 Knicks. 101.
Let's go.
Woo!
118.
Let's go.
101 Knicks.
High man tonight.
Julius is back tonight.
30 burgers.
Salty dominant saltines tonight. Julius Randle, 26, 8, and 6. Let's go. He's back. Number 30's back, man. Knicks Nation out there. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. We'll see you guys at halftime. Stay tuned. Appreciate you guys on the BetMGM Twitter app for checking us out. We will see you guys at halftime, man. Throw some of your scores in the chat. Let us know what you guys are thinking, man. Knicks Fan TV, we out of here.
Let's go.
Let's go, Knicks, baby. Let's go, Knicks, baby. Let's go. Yeah.